Hey planner babes, welcome to another new video on Planner Girl Amy. I know you guys don't normally see me in front of the camera, but I thought for today's video I would do a room tour. Now I know I did a live one on my Instagram, but I forgot to save it, and I do think I'd like a little bit of a high-res room tour. I'm going to go into a little bit more detail in this one, and I will also link in the description as best as I can where I got the IKEA stuff. I know some of the stuff like Winners, which is sort of the Canadian version of TJ Maxx. I know there's stuff you can't, here at least in Canada, I know you can't buy online, and usually you can find sometimes the product in multiple stores. You can find multiple of the products in the store, but usually it's almost like a one-of-a-kind type thing, so those I can't really link, but maybe I'll try to find similars. But all the IKEA stuff and if it's still available, I will for sure link them in the description below. But I thought, why not give you a little bit of room tour, explain to you a little bit about what kind of aesthetic I was aiming for my bedroom. So even before we moved here into this house, I knew what I wanted my aesthetic to be. I think about a year or two before we moved, I became really into the color forest green. I just knew it was such an elegant, elevated color. It was mature color, but also something that is fun, and you can accessorize with a lot of different colors. So if you're someone who likes purple and you want to elevate it, you can do forest green with little hints of purple, or you can do blush pink, or you can do beiges. You can do different shades of green if you want a little bit of a lighter green with it. So it's kind of really fun. It's a really fun color, and I think it really balances out in the room. And obviously you don't have too much forest green in here. You don't want it to be too dark, and that's something that I learned from my mom. So there were some elements that were going to be forest green that I opted to not have them be forest green, just because I wanted, just because my mom was like, it would be too dark, and she was right. And so I think it gives a nice light and airy feel in the room. So yeah, so forest green was kind of the color I was aiming for. And then it was originally going to be black and white with forest green. Those were like the main color schemes I knew for sure that I wanted. Just because I'm a huge fan, again, of black and white. I think there's something fun about it. And just adding simple pops of color that aren't too much, but have this great base of black and white really give more of a soothing feel, and to me a little bit more of a mature feel for me. Something that I think is fun and light and airy, but also something that I think is like mature for me, because I think for me it could be very easy to find something and have it look too frilly, so I didn't want anything too frilly. And then something else that I ended up also wanting later on was gold. I thought gold was something really nice. I think it adds, again, a really nice accent. It, again, helps elevate the room. It kind of brings all these colors together. And I think what is so important, and I know some people like mixing metals. I don't. I like a cohesiveness of metals, and I think picking out your metal ahead of time is really great, because it really sort of allows you to kind of finish up the room, because you will have pieces that maybe have metal accents. And so knowing right away if you're going to have pieces that have metal accents, what you want that color to be, it's really going to help kind of dictate the room. Because if you see something, if you don't know what you want, and then you pick a gold shelf, and then you pick a silver metal table, it could really clash. And some people like mixing metals, so if that's what you like, that's great. But if it's something that you don't like, I think that's a great thing to pick out first. And it really helps sort of figure out, okay, what is the vibe? Because I think if I had done this exact same room, but I had done a silver, a little bit more of maybe a brushed silver, something that isn't so shiny, the room would have had more of a maybe industrial, modern type of feel. So that's what I really like with having picked my gold, is it really helps greatly with the aesthetic. And then something else a little bit later on, I think it was after we moved in, that I wanted to do this, and you can see it in my headboard, is I wanted some natural element, something wicker, something jute, something like that was going to have a natural element that was going to really help again, it's all about tying in the room. It was gonna help give that nice and airy feel. And so that's what you see in the headboard, which I really like. The headboard turned out really great. I had another headboard before that came with the bed. It was not attached to the bed, but it was separate because it could stand on its own because it was a little bit of a wider, thicker headboard because it had shelves on each side. It was from IKEA. And the only problem, well, that one just, the only problem is that it didn't really fit anymore. It was dark. It was like a dark wood, almost black. So I guess you could say it could kind of fit. But because I wanted definitely more on the airy side, airy feel, it just didn't work. And what I've really liked since putting in my new one and removing that one is I gained back about a foot of space at the foot of my bed. Well, not like on the bed, but after, like, kind of when you come in my room, there's an extra foot of space, which is really great. I think it really creates great walk around room. If I have people that come in, you're not like hitting the bed right away. You have room to, you know, put a bag down. You have that space. So yeah, that's some of this kind of stuff about my room. So I figured I would tell you guys a little bit of the things that I got from IKEA before I show them to you, just so you have like kind of an idea. So my bed I've had for I think close like to like almost 8 years. What I really like about it is it has 4 drawers on each side, which I think no matter where you are, just having drawers under your bed is so great because that is space in a typical room. A bed, especially depending the height you choose for your bed, all that space underneath is wasted space. It's space that could be utilized. And so what I really like with IKEA is there's 4 drawers under here, which are really, really great. I think it was really great when we lived in our old place, which was a condo. It really allowed me to, you know, maximize my space, have that extra space. But now even more so here, where over here, I think you can see it a bit, I've only really got that cupboard and a dresser with 2 drawers over here. It really allows me to, again, maximize space, really utilize. I think if I didn't have these 4 drawers, I don't know what I would do with all my stuff. So recently, which you might have seen on my Instagram stories, is that I reorganized my room. So I put, originally my dresser, I had random stuff. The reason being that my dresser did not have clothes in it was because we had already been living in here for I think a couple months maybe, and I'd already organized my clothes under my bed. And by the time I got my dresser, it was about putting in the pieces that I hadn't unboxed, which were things like books that, like old notebooks I had, pencil cases, old fun school projects I kept, things like that, kind of ended up being put in there because I didn't want to transfer the clothes that I'd already organized it. But then I was watching a video recently on YouTube. I don't actually watch this YouTuber really, but I stumbled across it when trying to figure out a way to kind of think of a new idea closet-wise. It was a closet, so this YouTuber, Safia Nygaard, I think that's how you pronounce her name. If not, I'm sorry. But she had people come professionally organize all her closets and cupboards, and that inspired me to do that. So I did it in the same technique that those people had organized it. When it came to folding the clothes, I did the file folding technique, and I really tried to organize my clothes by type, and then like if it was a t-shirt, then was it short sleeve, long sleeve, v-neck, with a sleeveless. I tried to, as best as I could, do it that way. And so that really, what I really liked about that is I got to move my clothes to the dresser, and I'm actually able to open up my clothes and see all of them. When they were under my bed, I forgot that I had them. I only remembered what was in there. And so it really allowed me to, first of all, be able to see all my shirts, know what I have, easily access it, know what it looks like, color-wise, just easily see it. But it also allowed me to put the stuff I don't access as much under my bed, which is really great. There was only one drawer I didn't touch under here, which was shoes, because that I figured was fine to leave under here, and I didn't really see another spot for it. So I did leave my shoes in one drawer under here, but that's perfectly fine. Most of my everyday shoes are upstairs. I don't really wear that many different kinds, but I really, really like how it turned out. It's so fun. It's great when I open my drawer. It's so satisfying when I open my drawer and everything is like completely organized. It's just so fun. I just want to see for a second if this is even filming. Oh, it is. For a second, I was like, I think I forgot to turn it on. I don't know why I thought that, but now I remember that I did. So yeah, talking about the things that I bought from IKEA. So, probably I'll go in order of what I did buy. The first thing I bought was this dresser. So originally I didn't have a huge budget for a dresser. My goal was to be about under $100, $100 or less for a dresser, just because the one that I really kind of wanted, I also now realize would have been too big for the room. I would have had no room for it, but also would have been too expensive. So I was originally going to do, excuse me, they have a bookcase. We have one just like it here, but we have it in like the dark brownish wood. I would have gotten it in white. It's a bookcase that I think is like 4 or 5 cubbies high and 2 square cubbies wide. And I would have put it sideways and put like baskets in there and done it that way. But when we were there, they were having a sale. It was 20%. So you know that they have like the kitchen event, the bedroom event, they even have the bathroom event, living room event. It's sort of like all kinds of things meant for that one room are on special. So it was like 20, I think it was like a bedroom event, or it was an event where it was like 20% off all dressers. So I saw this dresser that looked really cool. It looked like the perfect height, looked like the perfect size, and it had drawers. It just felt like perfect for me, better than the makeshift one I was gonna do. It ended up being the same price. So when I first saw it, it was listed at $119. It was like, it's only 20 bucks more. I might as well get it. It looks better than what I was gonna do. So I was like, I'll just get it. And then when I went to the cash, it would end up being 20% off because they had like 20% off dressers or something. So it ended up being $100 for this great dresser. Now, for sure, it's not the fanciest, it's not the biggest dresser, but it is so perfect for my room. It's white, so it helps give that airiness. It doesn't feel like it's closing in the room. It's the perfect height where I can like put things. If I wanted to, I could put a record player there because I do have a record player. But yeah, I really, really like it, and it's where I keep all my clothes, so I'll show you that after. And then I guess the next thing I got was, we happened to be at IKEA. My mom was looking for a shelf because she was putting up a TV in her room and she wanted a place to put the TV box. And so she was looking for a shelf and she couldn't find it. And then when she went to go ask an IKEA employee, he's like, it would be in the warehouse about here if we had it. But he's like, I don't think we have any left. Because I think he checked in the system, but he's like, you can go double check. It'd be in that aisle, that kind of bin area. So we went to go look, and randomly on the shelf, like not too far over, I saw this gold thing. It was like weird, almost looked like an S with its angle. I'm like, I have no idea what this is. And then I'm like, I think it's a shelf. I was like, but I think I want it for my room, and it looks so good. So it holds a little bit more decoration, accessory pieces, things like that. It holds my records. So I really, really like it. And I think it looks really, really good. And then right beside my dresser, I have I guess it's the infamous, especially I think in the planner world, but also I think just in general, I think it's called Raskog. It is the cart that rolls, that has 3 shelves. So I use that for my happy planner related stuff. I like it because I'm really able to roll out my cart when I want to and bring it to our living room, which is where I plan. I do a lot of live videos on my coffee table just because I find it's easier. It's downstairs where all of my equipment is. And so I'm able to roll out my cart, bring it into the living room, roll it back, and it's really great. Because before I would have to take the sticker books I think I wanted, and if there was another sticker book that I forgot to bring up, or I remembered there would be a sticker that's really great, I couldn't go get it if I was video planning because it was all the way downstairs. So I really like being able to roll out my cart, and that was my mom's idea, to actually put my happy planner stuff on the cart. Originally it was in my dresser, and then I didn't know what I was going to put in the cart, but I knew it was a cart that my mom had bought for our laundry room, but it ended up not fitting. So I said to my mom I would buy it from her because I think I could find some use for it. And then my mom was like, well, why don't you put your happy planner stuff in there? And I was like, no, I already have a drawer completely dedicated to it. And so I did. Negative side being, then that drawer eventually became a junk drawer, which I finally cleaned out. And then now it holds my jeans. So, you know, things like that. So I have the Raskog cart, I have this dresser, and I have the shelf from IKEA. I have the bed from IKEA, but this collection it's not available anymore. I believe it's called Opdal. So this is no longer available. I want to say that side table or night table comes from IKEA, but I completely don't remember where it comes from. I remember getting it years ago. I didn't buy it. I got it years ago because I didn't have a nightstand. I didn't really see a use for it, but I had gotten this lamp from someone as a housewarming gift a long time ago. It was ceramic. It was really cool. It had like little holes poked in, and it would kind of like, when it would light up, it looked like little trees. But it was on my window ledge, and I got up from my bed and I tripped on the wire, I think, and it came falling down and broke. That's when we decided I needed a nightstand. So that's where I got that from. I'm looking to switch it for another one from IKEA because the one from IKEA I thought is white, which I'm really into. But what's also really, really cool is it has a little, I think it's like little, like the back legs are a little bit hollow, so you can slide an extension cord through. So if you want to plug in your phone and stuff, because often, you know, cords can be too far. So I do use extension cords a lot here. So what I really like is being able to hide my extension cord. So unfortunately, it's not one that you can buy online. It does say that it is in stock in my local IKEA, but all IKEA stores are closed right now. So once they open back up, I'm definitely gonna go buy it because I do have a credit of $80 to IKEA, which, if you haven't heard about this, I highly suggest, by the way. IKEA has this is no promo or anything, but I just want to tell you I got that $80 credit. IKEA has the IKEA family, which I don't know what the terms are quite in the States. I know what they are here in Canada, but if you become an IKEA family member and you buy a product and it goes on sale up to 90 days after you purchased it, you can get a refund on you can get a store credit. So let's say you bought something for $400 and then it ends up going on sale 30 days after for $320, you can get an $80 store credit. So they'll give you, but obviously it's for the store only, so that's sort of how they get you to spend more, yeah. But what's really great about that is I did buy something that went on sale, ended up getting an $80 store credit that I can end up using in store, and I'm gonna use it on the nightstand, so it only cost me about $19 out of pocket, which is really great. So some of the other things I got actually here is I got this duvet, the filler, and the duvet cover. What I really like about this duvet, I don't know if you can really see, is it has like black piping around the edges, and the trimming, I guess, is black piping, which I really, really like. Because I think originally I was gonna go for some kind of a weird one that was like a black and white striped one. And then I was gonna go for a plain white one, and then I saw this one, and I knew this one was it. It was that perfect balance between something that's not too plain and it's not too white, but it also has that elegance and that fun about having that black piping, and it works really well. And then the two white pillows in the back are the ones that come with the duvet cover. I do need to find other pillows to fill in there because they don't kind of sit properly because they're not filled entirely quite well yet. And then I have the green velvet pillows, which they're pillow covers, and then you can just get the pillow cushions at IKEA. I got ones that were like $2-3 maybe maximum. The ones that like you wouldn't lie on them, like I wouldn't use that and lie against it because eventually they will flatten out, but they're perfect for what they're doing right now. And then this blanket as well is from IKEA. It is it's meant for a twin bed, so I just have it folded so that it fits nicely on my double bed. But yeah, I really like it. I like the way that the bed is. I like the way that, I think, to me, the duvet just feels inviting because it almost feels like a pillow, like your entire bed is a pillow. And my mattress as well is from IKEA. I got it years ago, again, almost 8 years ago at IKEA, and it is the comfiest mattress ever. My mom ended up getting the exact same one for her bed. I think her bed is slightly bigger than mine, And she even said like hers is not the same as mine, but mine is so comfortable. And everybody, when my best friends would come and lie on my bed, like, it's so comfy. Like, everybody finds it comfy. So yeah. And then the next, and then I have obviously the wicker headboard, which is as well from IKEA. It ended up being on sale last fall for about $99, I think. So I ended up asking my mom after work if she could pick it up, because my mom, when my mom comes back from work, IKEA is like on her way back home. So I was like, hey, could you pick up this headboard? There's only like 3 left in store, and I'd hate to not be able to get it. Because I think when it's not available in your store, and I think to order it online, it would be like, because it's a big object, it's not like a simple like little decoration piece or frame. I think because it's a significantly big object, it would be like almost $60 shipping. So it's not worth it. And then I'm sure it'd be a hassle if it's unavailable at our local store to try to get it. So I asked my mom if she could get it, and she did. And then my mom just put it up this week on our mutual time off. So I'm so happy with how it looks. I think it just, like I said, ties the room together really well. So if it's still available, I will make sure to link that. I'll make sure to, I know this duvet cover is still available because my mom got it not too long ago. I will link that. I think this blanket is even still available. I will link that. And I think those pillows are still available. I will link that. So I'll link a bunch of stuff. And then the other final piece I ended up getting, one of the final pieces I ended up getting from IKEA, I don't remember if the headboard did. I think the headboard was a very, very final piece I got from IKEA. But I think second to that was this amazing, amazing chair. My brain is farting right now. I remember looking at the chair, really wanting to get it, and it was expensive, and so it was sort of a matter of saving up for it a little, and I knew I really wanted this chair. I knew it was the one for my room. I knew that it was just gonna give that elegant feel. And so I don't remember it's Strandman, something like that. Something like that. It is in green velvet, so it's basically the same as those pillows. It is so comfy. So it's not a lazy boy, but it definitely has that classic sort of vibe with almost like, I don't know what to call them, the little earpieces on each side. It's really great. I will show it to you guys after. And then I got a blush pink pillow to actually tie in with these curtains, which I also got at IKEA. So I wanted something that was going to kind of bring the blush pink in the curtains, because there's not a lot of other blush pink elements in the room, and I wanted to tie it in as best as I could. So I got this pillow, and I think they had even a pink velvet one, but I thought it was going to be too much with the sort of velour velvet kind of feel of the chair. So I got one that was in like a fabric, so it's not exactly the same color, because these are in velvet again, my curtains, but it really helps tie in the color. So without further ado, let me try to give you guys a tour of this room so you can see all the pieces. Let me see how best I can do it. I think I have to take the camera off. So I'm just gonna take but I will leave the ring light on so that this, okay, so let me just try to film this as best. Let me open, I have an eye ring on the back, so let me just film this over here. So this here is my dresser, which I am a huge fan of. It's from IKEA. Again, you can see the Raskog cart, and I really, really like it. I just really think it brings the room together. It's got that white element. So let me just show you inside so you can see how spacious the drawers are. So you can see a lot of room here. The drawers, I would say, are pretty tall. I think if you're worried about this not having enough space, I think it does for me. So these are all my t-shirts, long sleeve, short sleeve, sleeveless, a v-neck, and then obviously my sweaters start here. So a lot of room. And then this up here is the shelf that I had randomly spotted at IKEA that I really liked. And hanging from it, I have pineapple lights that are from Walmart, as well as I have some little nutcracker fairies from a friend of ours who is a upcycler. So let me just turn these on so you can kind of see what they look like. They're kind of hard to see because I have both my ring light on and it's sunlight outside, and I got my light up in my room. A lot of lights on in here. And then over here is my little fishy. His name is Aster. I got him in January because I wanted a little fish. So he's a beta. He's doing quite well. And so yeah. This is the dresser here. I have a picture from a frame. Well, I framed a drawing that a friend of mine did of me. I have my Magnolia Journal magazines here, which are basically the only magazines I read. And then over here, this is the Rascog cart, which, like I said, holds all my Happy Planner stuff. So yeah, that's the space. And then over here, we have my curtains, which I really like. They're like a blush pink velvet, which looks really nice. Sorry, looks really, really nice. And it just, I would say they are quite good for blocking out light, like in the morning when I wake up. But I also do like sunlight, so I'm not the type of person who likes blackout. I don't particularly like blackout, so for me these are perfect. And then over here we have, let me try to stand from far away. We have my bed with my nice duvet, or I don't know, some people call it a comforter. I think I call it a duvet. So yeah, I really like it. So this is a textured blanket, which is really, really nice as well. Really like that. And then over here we have the forest green velvet pillows, I really like. And then here we have the ones that came with the duvet, and you can see they've got that nice black piping. Really, really nice. And then this over here is the wicker headboard. So let me show you guys a little bit in detail. It looks so good. I like how it's like that natural element that really ties everything in together. So that's that. And I forgot to talk about one key piece, so let me just kind of like shuffle you guys around. But up here, I don't know why I completely forgot to talk about this. The LED light right here. It is so fun. I installed it using command strips last fall. I was inspired by a Mr. Kate video, and I ended up installing it. Well, her video, she ended up buying a lot. You can get it on Amazon, and she ended up making it where there was high peaks up top at the start of the bed over here, and like high peaks over here, and then it got lower and lower, and it kind of looks like you're drifting off to sleep. I really tried that, but it didn't turn out good, so I ended up doing it like this, and I really, really like it. I like how it goes across the room, and because in the corner over there, you can kind of see that it doesn't really like bend in the corner. It just sort of continues the curve. It makes the room feel bigger because it like kind of glides your eye across. So it's kind of hard to see from here, which is kind of the good thing. But over here, I don't know what they call it. They call it the transformer box, but here's all the not so pretty stuff. But you know what? You can't see it when you come in the room. You can only see it when you're like here or maybe even there. But like you can't really see it, so it's not a biggie. And I really like it. I ended up using command strips just because it does come with tracks that you can screw into the wall. But because I wanted more of a curved look and I wasn't sure exactly if I was going to like where everything was placed, I ended up deciding that command strips were the best way to go. And so over here, on this side of the room, I have I guess it's like a jute fabric. It's a jute clothes hamper, so I can put I can easily put my, you know, dirty clothes that I want to take. So I really like that. It's black and white, which again works with my room. I found that actually at Costco for $20. And over there I have a fake philodendron leaf. I'm just looking to hopefully find some kind of a vase to put it in. And when I do, I will put it in with maybe some other fake ones. But that one comes from Michael's. It was on, I got it when they have a special on their floral stuff. It was like 2 for the price of 1. So I got 2. This one upstairs that I gave to my mom, and then this one here. And then over here we have my little Squishmallow, Costco little Squishmallow. The reason I got him was because he's black and white, and he works really well with my room, and I like that. So over here, this is my this is really my only sort of closet space I have. So I have like dresses and long hanging in here. I have some I have a pair of shoes and some bags in here, and then I have like workout clothes, PJs in there. Over here, this is my bookshelf, which I really, really like. I've had this for a long time from IKEA as well. So that's that. And then over here, which this space is mostly complete, I just have to put this up, this ooh la la up on the wall. I originally had it with command strips, but it fell off. So I just need to get more command strips. And then over here, it's like, I guess it's the height of the bench, but I use it as my footstool. So what I really like about it is it's gold wire. So it ties in really, really well with this gold wire shelf over here. And it's got that forest green velvet, which ties in really, really well with the chair. And this was a chair that I mentioned that I got from IKEA that I really like. It was definitely an investment piece with, again, a pillow from IKEA and a Kate Spade blanket that I got at Costco. And then we have a mirror over here. Now the story with this mirror was that it was original. I want to say it's like original to the house, kind of. But we were originally going to take it off and put on the mirror that I had. The problem is it's glued to the wall, so can't really take it off. So although it is gold, and I guess you could say it matches the room, because you can kind of see it has a texture that I don't really like. I'm thinking of maybe spray painting it blush pink. So yeah, and then this over here is a really great side table. I got this one at did I get it at Winners? No, I ended up getting it at HomeSense, which is a Canadian version of Home Goods, and it is a nightstand that you can plug into the wall, and then in behind it has 2 wall plugs and 2 USB plugs. So if I'm sitting here watching something, playing on my phone, I can plug in both my computer and my phone super easily. Really like that. And then I have some desk art here from the Happy Planner, and yeah, candles and stuff. So this is my room. I'll just give you guys another quick little tour. And if you guys are just wondering what this door is, it is to our hot water heater, sump pump, stuff like that. It happens to be off my room, so it's not a closet space. And then the one final thing is this light that my mom just put up for me this week. It is a black wire light that I think I got for $99 at Home Depot, and I really, really like it. It ties in the black into the room, adds a little bit more of a black element, adds in that wire element that you see over here and that you see over here, but again, it's not too much. It's nice and modern, and I feel like it could even fit in if you're doing like an industrial modern type of thing. You could do this would fit in well there as well as in this, so it's kind of nice to fit in different styles. So yeah, let me just put the camera back and try to film an outro video. Let's see. Yeah. So thank you guys for watching this room tour. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you're inspired to do something in your room, whether it's get a new pillow, get a new shelf or something. If you are inspired and you do take an idea from this room or many ideas, make sure to tag me by using hashtag #PlanToGoAmy. I will check that tag and I will repost you on my Instagram story, Facebook page, and Facebook story if I see it. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that you're not too bored during this quarantining, that you're finding things to do. I am trying to find a way to grow my YouTube and to really get into YouTube, figure out what I want to do. So yeah, you can follow me on Instagram at @PlanToGoAmy, Facebook at @PlanToGoAmy. Don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends if you enjoyed it and you would think they would enjoy it. And also don't forget to subscribe below and hit the notification bell. Until next time, Planner Babes, bye!